Hi, welcome back to bringing yoga into our daily lives. Let's get ready, safe, secure, and comfortable in our seat. Finding our hip width distance apart as our glutes are grounded, our feet are grounded, our knees right above the ankles, toes pointing forward. We're going to find the shoulders rolling back, lifting, lengthening through the spine, all the way through the crown. And today, let's bring a hand over the low abs as we're going to start off with breathing and bringing that intent inward, closing the eyes and focusing on the breath. When we feel aligned and open with the crown chakra, we experience gratitude and true pleasure within our life. We feel alive and our days are full of joy. We can enjoy the beauty that life has to offer and all the little moments. We can choose to approach our lives with wonder, purpose, inspiration, and a broader perspective. Within alignment, the crown chakra reminds us of our connection to one another and all things, which in turn encourages us to live from a place of unity and compassion for one another. Just imagine what a beautiful world we can create with loving kindness. This enables us to move beyond materialistic needs and connect to the universe, transcending our limitations. Releasing that breath as we come all the way back into our cat posture. As we inhale, let's lift our gaze, roll the shoulders back, draw the heart forward, and then exhale back into cat, drawing navel to spine. Inhale, finding that expansion in our cow, lifting up. Exhale, drawing back, finding compression with the abs. Inhale, lengthening into cow. And exhale, compressing back into cat. Inhale, just lengthening and rolling the shoulders back, sitting nice and tall as the palms are faced forward, and allowing the head to relax towards one shoulder. As we inhale, we move to center, and exhale to the other shoulder. Keeping those shoulder blades rolled back. Exhale to the other shoulder. Inhale, center. Exhale to the other shoulder. Inhale, center. Let's rotate the palms facing back and then all the way back around. As the palms face back and the shoulders are rolled forward, we're now tilting the head once again from shoulder to shoulder. Staying grounded in the feet, in the glutes, lengthening through the spine, tilting the head as we use the breath. Inhale, center. Exhaling to the side. Inhaling, center. Releasing the arms, the hands. Let's go ahead and roll them again forward and then roll them all the way back as if we have doorknobs at the end of our hands and we're twisting one direction then the other. So with the hands, the elbows, and the shoulders roll. Finding the breath with this as well. Rolling forward, rolling back. Allowing ourselves to roll forward again. And then just releasing the hands and shaking them out. Letting that relax as we draw up and over, inhaling. And exhale, let's find our forward fold. Whether it's keeping back flat, and then let's inhale, draw back up and over. As we exhale, keeping the flat back, hinging from the hips, arms come down. And then lift back to the knees, press into the knees, lifting back up. Inhale, arms up and over. Exhale, release, flat back, arms to the side. Hands drop to the knees, elbows tuck in. Inhale, lifting up and releasing. Let's start to lift one leg and then release down. Lifting and releasing. Starting to move into the breath. It's always easier to lift when a bent knee is happening on an exhale. Inhale down, exhale lifting. Inhale and exhale. Inhale. Getting grounded here, lengthening through the arms in T posture, palms now facing down. Lengthening, looking over towards one side. Finding that warrior two type of pose where we look over the shoulder towards the fingertips, relaxing the shoulders. Coming back to center as we take a deep breath. And now 3 breaths to the opposite side. Relaxing the shoulders, grounded in the feet, lengthening and aligning the spine. Let's find center again. Rotate to palms facing up, bringing the gaze up, and then bringing the hands all the way back down to the knees, finding neutral. Lengthening one knee, hand out to the side, and then release back down. We're going to inhale and lengthen the other side, bent knee, hanging on with the hand. Exhale, bringing it back. Staying grounded. Inhale, opening the knee, the hip. Exhale, releasing center. Inhale, other side, opening and releasing center. Inhale, open. Exhale, center. Inhale, opening. Exhale, center. Inhale, open the knee, the hip. Exhale, center. Inhale, knee, hip, center. Finding that grounded center, hip width distance apart once again as we lift the arms up and over, palms face forward. Exhale, hands to knees. Inhale, lifting up and over, lengthening through. Exhale, hands to knees. Inhale, lengthening up and over. And exhale, let's find our cactus arms and start to draw those elbows all the way down. And then inhale, lengthen up, reaching up. Exhale, softening the elbows, finding our way down as the elbows come into the rib cage. Then inhale, lengthen back up and over. Exhale, softening of the elbows, drawing down to the rib cage. Inhale, up and over. Exhale, release forward and down, back into our forward fold here. Lengthening back up, keeping that flat back. Exhale, hinging forward from the hips, flat back, hands on knees. Inhale, this time adding a twist when we come up. So we keep that flat back, we exhale forward, heart leads. As we inhale, bring that twist. Open up the shoulders, look behind you if you can. Exhale, coming back forward and down. Inhale, find the twist as we lengthen through the back. Exhale, forward and down. Inhale, finding that twist, looking behind us. Exhale, forward and down. Inhale, just lengthening up here. Making sure that we're far enough away from the back part of the seat that we still have our posture. Grabbing a hold of the back part of the seat as we hinge forward. Then lifting back up, softening the elbows. Letting the heart lead as we hinge forward once again. Roll those shoulders back. Inhale, center and up. Exhale, hanging onto the back of the chair as we move the heart forward. And then lifting up. Releasing from the chair. And now we're going to heel toe to open legs. Finding that comfortable spot, knee aligns with ankles, toes point the same direction as the knees. Getting nice and grounded at the glutes, pressing down through the soles of the feet. Let's find the abs tucking in, lengthening navel to spine as we lengthen all the way through the crown, arms out to the sides, palms facing down, head looking over to one side once again, finding that warrior two position. This time with the hips open. Taking nice, deep, easy breaths here. As we release this one, let's follow the same hand down. Chin moves towards the shoulder or towards the armpit, then down to center. And we're going to move all the way over to the other side, looking at the other fingers. Rising up back to T posture, palms facing down, looking over the fingertips for a couple more breaths here. And as we exhale once again, following the hand down, all the way down to the hip as the chin comes in towards the armpit, presses down into the chest center. Then let's bring interlaced fingers behind the head, elbows open wide, lengthen spine, releasing the head forward and down, then lifting up, opening wide with the chest, the shoulders, the elbows. Exhale, chin into chest. Inhale, opening wide. Exhaling, chin into chest, elbows forward down. Inhale, opening wide. And staying here in neutral as we release the arms and reach up for the heavens. Lengthening, then releasing and softening the elbows and shoulders. So as we inhale, we lengthen up, and as we exhale, we soften. We keep the feet and legs grounded and firm, abs tucked in, lengthening and aligning the spine as we do this. Inhale, stretching up, and exhale, let's release all the way down. Once again, hanging onto the back bottom of the chair as we hinge forward. Finding the heart leading us forward, hinging from the hips, lengthening through the back. Let's find our way back up, releasing that palms forward and coming into those airplane arms now as we hinge forward once again, flatten the back, lengthen from tail to crown, palms face the floor, fingertips reach back behind us for our airplane arms, stabilizing into the legs. Releasing the arms down, hands on top of knees, elbows bent towards the waist, lifting back up. Nice and gentle here. Let's take a twist. Keeping torso lengthened, looking over one shoulder. Using hands as well to help us twist. One hand on the inside of the knee as the other is on the lateral side of the knee. Let's find center again and twist towards the other direction. Hand on the inside of the knee, other hand lateral, lengthening through the spine as we try and look behind us or to the side. Coming back forward, let's bring our hands back to the back bottom of the chair, rolling the shoulders back and lifting both legs into straddle, finding dorsiflexion as we bring the legs back together, plantar flexion, pointing the toes, then dorsiflexion once again, and back to plantar flexion. Finding length throughout the legs, hip width distance apart as we start to rotate through the feet. Rotating one direction and then the other direction. Still breathing here, feeling grounded. Let's release the feet. From there, we're coming forward to the front part of the seat, or closer to the front, remaining grounded and in alignment as we hang onto the back bottom of the chair. We want to just lengthen one leg at a time without feeling any pain or pinching, so make sure that you're comfortable and stable. Let's go ahead and lengthen this side again. We're having length with dorsiflexion, so tapping the heel gently. Lengthening the other leg, gently tapping the heel toes towards the nose, bringing it back. Inhale, lengthen. And exhale, bring it back. Inhale, lengthen. This time, plantar flexion, sole of the foot into the ground, bringing it back. Inhale, lengthening, toe pointed, sole of the foot into the ground, bring it back. Inhale, finding that plantar flexion, grounding, bring it back. Inhale, lengthen, ground, and bring it back. From there, releasing the arms, grounding the feet. Let's lengthen those arms up and over. And then release back and down. All the way to our sides. Inhale, reaching forward, up, over. Exhale, opening up as much as we can, releasing back and down. Making those big circles, forward, up as we inhale. Exhaling as we draw back and down. All right, here we're going to extend a leg, dorsiflex. That same arm is further extending, and the other one shorter, palms face each other. Opposite leg, now extend the leg, dorsiflexion. That same side, palm is extended further, palms face each other and align. Other leg, extend. Arms soften at the elbows, palms face one another and are in alignment with each other in one line. Extending through the leg, releasing down. Again, extending through that opposite leg as that same arm is just gently extended further than the other. Extending the opposite leg, palms facing one another and in alignment like a straight line. Lengthening the leg. And exhale, release. Inhale, lengthening. And exhale, release. Let's heel toe back to some openness again. As we find the stability in our glutes, the grounding in our feet, lifting up and over, lengthen the back. Palms come together all the way down through center. As we hinge from the hips, let's point the palms down. Open the arms back up. Inhale, reach it up. Palms come together. Fingers point upward till we hit the heart. Then exhale, fingers point down. Open the arms, expand. Inhale, reach it up. Exhale, palms together through center. Hinge forward. Palms down. Opening up. We keep a flat back through this process as well as a lengthened spine. Exhale, hinging forward, open the arms wide. Inhale, reaching up. Exhale, palms together. Heart center, point it down. And lifting all the way back up and over as we inhale. From there, let's go ahead and open the arms back up, palms facing up, T posture. And here we might even bring the gaze slightly up if it feels good. Opening and expanding, as well as grounding through the legs, extending through the spine. Releasing hands down to the knees. Let's heel toe back into hip width distance apart. Again, coming forward just ever so slightly, finding that grounding sensation in our seat. We're going to add a twist here as we extend one leg, bring the arms down. Lengthening the opposite leg, twisting that same direction, bringing it down. Inhale, lengthen opposite leg, and bring the arms down. Each time twisting towards the lengthened leg, shoulders relaxed, arms in that T position with palms facing down. Inhale and exhale. Inhale, finding that twist, relaxing shoulders, lengthen spine. Exhale, coming forward and down. Inhale, extending through the arms, through the torso, through the leg, releasing forward and down. Inhale, reaching up and over. Exhale, releasing one hand as we reach over in our lateral flexion, feeling supported by the earth. Inhale, reaching up, opposite arm, hand to the quad or knee, and finding that lateral flexion on the exhale. Inhale, reaching up and over. Exhale, releasing. Inhale, up. Exhale, releasing. Inhale, reaching up and over. Exhale, hands to knees. Let's find our side twist, bringing one hand to the lateral side of the leg or knee, and then the other arm, hand we're following, like we would windmill. So we inhale, sweep that arm up, reaching fingers towards the sky, and exhale, release. We're staying in that partial twist as we hang on to the leg laterally, lifting that opposite arm, reaching up. See if we can bring the gaze to the fingertips here and bring it back down. Other hand to lateral side of the knee, lengthening through as we lift up, reach up, gazing at the hand if we can. Exhale, slowly releasing down. Inhale, reaching up and over, all the way up for the sky. Exhale, releasing down. Last one. Inhale, reach it up. And exhale, letting it go as we come back down, finding center once again. Maybe rolling through the shoulders. Let's extend through the feet, finding plantar flexion, then dorsiflex. Plantar, point the toes, and let's find swimming. So we have the legs tight here. The torso is lengthened, we're hanging onto the chair, and if we can, extra challenge, we could extend the arms out to the sides, palms facing down. Then come to dorsiflexion with the feet, toes towards the nose, and continue the swimming action. You don't have to find that challenge, but bringing those arms all the way up and over while we have dorsiflexion, lengthening arms towards the sky, pausing, and then let's release everything back down. All right, taking a nice deep breath here. We're going to take the knee and bring it towards the chest. You can always bring a belt or tie to wrap around, drawing knee to chest. Just in case we can't interlace our fingers, remember a belt or tie can also work around that leg. Knee to chest as we exhale. Inhale, extend through the arms. Exhale, knee to chest. Inhale. Moving on to the other leg. Once again, interlacing the fingers or use a belt or tie. Draw knee to the chest. Keeping the spine lengthened as best we can. Inhale, extend the arms. Exhale, squeeze in towards the torso, towards the chest. Inhale, releasing. Exhale, drawing near. And inhale, release all the way down. Another time, we're going to now just hang on to the knee and allow our hands, if we'd like, to move that lower leg, or we can just gently rock or move the lower leg, letting the ankle and the foot relax. So we're moving from that knee joint. We move back and forth, maybe in circles, just relaxing while we're holding it. Other side, hanging on, letting the leg just relax as we wiggle back and forth. So from the knee down is relaxed, and then moving in circles, one direction and then the opposite direction. Trying to keep the shoulders relaxed and the spine lengthened as we do this, and still finding the breath. Let's allow that to come down, finding that groundedness as we open the arms, inhaling, expanding back. And then let's exhale, palms face down and come back to the knees. So it's a softening of the elbows, an opening of the arms, heart, chest, and an exhale where the hands come back to the knees. Inhale, feeling that expansion breath. Exhale, releasing back to the knees. Inhale, expanding just as much as we can through the torso, through the body. And exhale, hands back to the knees, drawing shoulders up to the ears and rolling them down and back. Let's do this another time. And exhale, release down and back. Inhale, forward up with the shoulders. Exhale, squeezing back and down. Let's move the opposite direction. Inhale, squeeze back up, and exhale, forward down. Inhale, squeezing back and up. Exhale, forward down. Inhale, back and up. Exhale, forward and down. Releasing the head to one side of the shoulder, coming into those half circles. Remembering to protect the neck by just moving from one ear shoulder to the other ear shoulder, keeping shoulders relaxed, sending the chin across the chest. You're welcome to bring the chin off the chest as we move to the other shoulder. When the ear touches the shoulder, the chin comes off the chest. And releasing back down across the chest. Inhaling back into center. All right, from there, let's come up and out of the seat if we're going to, reminding us, those of us who are sitting in the seat can still do these movements that we're going to do out of the seat. We can use the arms and the legs in the same way. If not, finding another position that possibly leads to similar stretching and exercise. All right, finding the hip width distance apart, soften knees behind our chair. Let's go ahead and take one leg, both legs, slowly walking back. We're going to come into our downward facing dog by softening the knees, hip width distance apart, extending through the torso, hands lightly on top of that chair, glutes back. So from tail to crown, we feel this wonderful length. We allow the head to drop between the arms, stretching the shoulders, stretching those arms. Let's start to lift gently back up and gently walking back towards our chair, one step at a time here. Turning our hip width distance apart, soften knees. Once again, let's inhale up and over, extending through the arms. Our exhale, just releasing down. All right, one heel lifts, hip width distance apart, extend back. Slowly release that heel down into the ground. Finding our pyramid pose. All toes point forward, hip width distance apart. Keeping a softness or a micro bend in the knees to strengthen those joint muscles. As we hinge just slightly forward, hinging from the hips, so from tail to crown, we find alignment. We can use that chair gently, not too much pressure here, as we're using abs as well. Starting to bring that gaze forward for a moment. Take a nice deep breath. Soften, bend that front knee. So now we're stretching the back calf muscle and the hamstrings. Make sure that knee is ankle alignment, toes still point forward. Then let's draw that other leg forward. Finding that hip width distance apart, lifting the arms up and over as we inhale. And exhale, back down, hinging forward, finding our crocodile. Inhale, lifting up and over. And exhale, releasing. Hands on the chair, drawing the opposite leg back. Finding that hip width distance apart, all toes pointing forward. Lengthen through the legs, pyramid pose. Micro bend in the knees here. We want to strengthen our knee joint, so keep that micro bend, length, grounding, and then also alignment with the spine as we hinge forward from the hips. A lightness on the chair as we're not using it for weight bearing, we're just using it for balance. Shoulders are relaxed, lengthening through legs, lengthening through the torso. Nice, deep, easy breaths here. Now we're going to bring that gaze forward slightly as we hinge that front knee, finding knee ankle alignment, lifting just a little bit gently and breathing. So we have our warrior one type of stance here, except all toes point forward and the heels behind, stretching the hamstring and the calf muscle of the back leg. Stepping forward, hip width distance apart. Again, that nice deep inhale up and overhead, and exhale, releasing down. Hinging from those hips, soften the knees, back to that crocodile type push-up, where we have that flat back, hinged elbows, hands on the chair. Let's go ahead and walk it back a little bit. Softness in the knees. We're going to find those crocodile push-ups. So now we're just soft knees, grounded feet, and we're hinging from the hips. The back is flat. The elbows are tucked into the waist. Hands are on top of the chair. Those elbows hinge directly in towards our rib cage as the heart moves forward down. Nice flat back. Inhale, lifting up. And of course the exhales, we're hinging down into crocodile. Inhale, lifting up. Let's go ahead and inhale up and over all the way, and exhale, release. All right, let's find a little bit of a wider stance here. Our standing straddle now. Grounded feet, toes point forward, heels behind the toes. Remember, softness in the knees, that little micro bend. We're gonna hinge from the hips. So hinging forward, hands on chair, flatten the back, let the heart lead us. Let those shoulders be down and back. So it's like that crocodile push-up with our straddle pose. And we're holding this using the abs, so not so much into the arms, not so much weight bearing, as we're using strong abs, strong back to lengthen here. Let's go ahead and inhale, draw it back up. And we're going to come into our lateral flexion in our straddle pose. So one hand on the chair, reach the other arm up and over. And here we could experiment a little bit with our breath. So usually we find an exhale. Let's try an inhale. So reaching up over, inhaling, and finding the exhale in center as we switch the arms. Inhale, other arm, up over to the side, reach, exhale, releasing back down. Inhale, opposite side, reach it over. And we're going to find that exhale, releasing back down. All right, coming back together, back to hip width distance apart. Nice, deep, easy breaths away from the chair. So having softness in the knees, hip distance apart. We're going to draw back into our chair pose. So knees aren't surpassing the toes, the glutes came back, we have a flat back, and the chair is just there to help the balance. If you were in the chair, you can also do a chair up. Same thing. where you just lift the glutes out of the chair. Let's come back up and over. Of course, if we're in the chair, we're just lengthening. And as we come back, we're gonna move the chair to a different position here. And let's come back into sitting. Finding grounding within our seat once again, hip width distance apart. Rolling those shoulders back as we find our adjustment. Grounding in the glutes, grounding in the soles of the feet, lengthen through the back. And let's find palms forward, up, reaching out. And exhale, soften the elbows, draw back. Palms face up as we reach out, shoulder width distance apart. And exhale, draw those elbows in, back, squeeze the shoulder blades together. Inhale, reach it out. Exhale, elbows in, draw back, squeeze shoulder blades. Inhale, forward. Exhale, drawing back. Bringing those hands back to the knees. Let's find a twist here, both hands. One hand on the lateral side of the leg, the other hand to the chair, and we're going to find our breath here. So we're taking a one-to-one breath. Exhaling as we twist. Inhale as we switch. Exhale. Inhale, rotating, switching to the other side. Exhale. Inhale, finding that center. Hands back to the knees. Stable legs. We're going to find our, what I call as elephant pose. Same thing as cow, except we're going to open the knees. Let the feet come laterally to the edge as we open those knees. Expand through the torso. As we exhale, let's bring them back together or hip width distance apart. Inhale, we open and expand. Then we exhale, bringing them back. Inhale, open, expand, knees open, torso expanding. Exhale, back together, grounded feet. Inhale, lateral side of the foot as we open the knees, expanding through the body. And exhale, coming back to that center, grounding. Let's find comfortable here in the chair, sitting nice and tall. Allow the shoulders to come up and back down, releasing. And then finding our palms facing up, hands within one another, and the thumbs touching. Relax the shoulders here. Coming into a few deep centered breaths. From there, let's bring our palms together. Draw up and over. We're going to come into our lotus, our 1,000-petal lotus. Hinge softly at the elbows. Palms face forward. Thumbs are touching. Index fingers touch, making that wonderful diamond shape. As the rest of the fingers just spread out and are wide and are facing forward. We're aligning that the hand alignment right above the crown of the head. So towards the back of the head and on top, drawing those shoulder blades back and down. Finding that cooling breath as it moves through the body here. And release all the way back down to our lap. We're going to get nice and comfortable here, getting ready for Shavasana. So as we get ready for Shavasana, we want to make sure that our palms are face up, that we have softness within the body, that we are comfortable, that we feel safe wherever we're at. So we can be sitting in a chair, we can be lying down, and pick wherever is most comfortable for you to sit or lie down so that we don't have any body aches pulling our mind away from the meditation. So get nice and comfortable here and now. And once you get comfortable, let's focus on the breath. Inhaling and exhaling. allowing the breath to relax the body, softening the eyes, softening the muscles of the body, allowing us to completely relax. The lotus flower is rare and is the only flower that blooms and bears fruit simultaneously. This represents the unity of cause and effect. The lotus flower also represents new beginnings as it bursts into a beautiful blossom, emerging with the sunlight of a new day. Like us, our roots growing through the mud and murk of our environment, emerging slowly to the surface, unfolding with life, with sunlight, until night again the lotus closes and sinks under the water. This is a time of reflection, enlightenment, and self-regeneration. Like a lotus flower, our roots connect us to the earth. Starting at the root chakra, we learn to move through the muck of our emotions, our senses, our feelings. Here we find strength, compassion, and unity within. We begin to express the truth of ourselves, unfolding as we make choices, decisions, and patterns of joy and ease. We begin to express the truth of ourselves, unfolding as we make choices, decisions, and patterns of joy and ease. We have reached our awakening, where we find our deepest knowledge beyond the thinking mind, beyond words, a state of awareness beyond our rational mind. We begin to connect with bliss, finding that light within us, allowing our inner selves to awaken, by expanding awareness. Allowing that light awareness to begin from the inside, moving out as we perhaps take deeper breaths here, feeling the expansion of the breath as it opens through the body, and then feeling the breath release and relax as the body deepens, releasing. And soon the breath is felt throughout the body, feeling the expansion reaching beyond our fingers, beyond our toes, beyond the crown of the head. As we exhale and release, we feel as if Mother Earth is giving us a big hug here, wrapping her arms all the way around us, squeezing tightly, telling us everything is going to be okay. And now allowing the breath to deepen, starting to reawaken the body. As the breath deepens and expands, we might start wiggling our fingers, our toes, bringing movement back to the body. Maybe nodding the head one side and then the other. Continuing to find a little bit of movement, keeping the eyes shut. Allow yourself to lengthen overhead, finding a wonderful stretch here. Lengthening, stretching, reawakening the body. And as we reawaken here, reminding ourselves that through consistent practice of meditation of the crown chakra alignment, that we begin to awaken within our unique and beautiful inner self. Our deepest truths and self-knowledge flowers like the 1,000-petal lotus as we feel connected to everything around us. Thank you for joining me today as we come all the way back up into our sitting position, using hopefully arm and hand strength as we come away from the earth, the ground, the chair, and coming all the way back up into our sitting position. Thank you for joining me. Namaste. Have a wonderful, beautiful day, reminding ourselves to take one breath at a time, to stop and enjoy the moments of our life, the minute details, and just being able to stay calm and peaceful. Namaste.